Hey everyone, so welcome to part 2 of the excavation of the 2650 level. So we're at Terror, if you guys remember where Terror is, and we have no idea what we're going to see up here. Most of it's probably mental. You don't like dark places that are wet and you're claustrophobic. You have a bunch of phobias and stuff. It's not going to be the place for you. So when we first started exploring abandoned mines about 10 years ago, we've kind of progressed a lot. So we're not really mining here because we're not removing any materials or anything like that. Basically, we are archaeologists at this point. So we keep excavating this mine and show you cool things and getting further and further back. And be exciting to see. We have not been up here, so this is a reveal that you guys are seeing it at the same time as we are. So we're at the 2650 level, excavating down there, and oh wow, look at this hole. Ha! So we weren't sure what we were going to see here. I brought my climbing stuff. So if we had to, we could get some ropes from behind us. There's a rope going down the Terror manway. We could take that and put our harness on and come down here. But it looks like we'd be fine just going down here. So let's just hop on this. We've got this rope here. So should be okay. All right. Wow. So it's taken a pretty big hole out of here. It wasn't that long ago when we give the tours of the mine, you would just go from up here to there. So we've taken 43 loads out of here so far. So it's gone down quite a bit. But it looks like there's quite a ways to go yet. Because, yeah, as it keeps going down, so we're about, I don't know, 5 feet below the level we were at before. So it looks like we've got quite a few loads left to get down. There's got to be a shaft going straight down here because all this stuff is disappearing out of here. And we've taken 43 carloads out of here so far. So how many, I don't know how many more there is left to go. But it's narrowing down because it's not very wide here, right? As it drops down, it's getting a lot narrower. So what we're finding now as we're tramming this stuff out that it's getting really dusty in the mine because this material is starting to get a lot drier. It's coming away from the top of Terror. So what we've been doing is we've been keeping the mine door closed to keep the cold air from going in here. But we're going to have to leave it open. That's what the miners did back in the old days too. You wanted to have lots of airflow, you know, to get the dust and the fumes from blasting out of there. So we're going to have to leave the door open. We can close it at night. Alright, so this is what it looks like down here. We're getting lots of dry rock coming down. So this is all the rock that we were looking at some of our old videos, and a couple of years ago we filled in this great big hole that we thought we would never need. Now we're shoveling it all out. So it's coming down pretty easy. We're not having any problems. When it finally does get plugged, then what we'll have to do is take more of this material out and saw those logs down, those big rocks that come down. But in the meantime, you know, as fast as we can shovel it out of there, this small stuff just keeps coming down. And we backfilled a lot here, but we're starting to kind of run out of room to backfill. So we're just kind of, we're sending some bigger stuff down, but so this is where we're kind of at. What we might do, and we don't know, we probably have at least another 100 loads to go We're 63 in so far. We might have to put a little bit of fill on there, level it out, and then maybe put some more along the sides there. So, I don't know, we'll see. We'll make it up as we go along. Maybe we'll run into less big stuff, I don't know. And we'll be at this for a while yet, so we're thinking, this is my prediction there, about another, say 150 loads. So we got 63 now, so up to, say 250. And when I say loads, those are ore car loads, not wheelbarrow loads. So the wheelbarrow takes about 7 wheelbarrows to make an ore car load. So we're getting 8 loads a day, 8 ore car loads a day, which is actually only 4 scoops with the big dick and bucket and the hoe. All right, so another 13 loads shoveled, and yeah, it's the hole's getting deeper. So what we're doing today is we're worried that after all this stuff comes down, that maybe stuff will start flowing out of this crack, this hole here. So we're going to drill a bunch of holes in there and bolt that up. But let's go down here before this gets too crazy here. Yeah, nothing's really changing. It's just that angle of repose as we get further down. The angle of repose allows more and more material to slough down here. So, oh, this is going to slough down here eventually. Pretty quick, I guess. So that's as high as it was to begin with. So we've taken a fair bit out of here. 63 loads at last count. So right now we are, nothing really to see here. Just keeps going down. We are, I don't know, about 6 feet below that lip, I guess. If we were standing here, we'd be about the same elevation as the bottom of where the rock is coming out. So, to get to the 2700 level, we'd have to go down from there, say 4, 8, 10 feet down yet or so. From there, that's not much. Yeah. Well, probably about 10 feet. From there. Yeah, 8 to 10 feet down. And let's see if there's any changes in here. Probably not. Nope. Still looks the same. We're up here doing some work on the top to get this secured up. And unfortunately had a bit of a spill here. But so we're able to anchor all these pieces in here to get this blocked off. Unfortunately, it seems to keep going down. So, well, we're good for now. So we can shovel a fair bit more down as it keeps coming down the bottom. So we got about another 8 feet at the very bottom. It's got to go that much lower. So we got quite a bit more stuff that's going to come sliding out of here. So we'll get a bunch more loads out, and then we're going to have to keep working on this. Keep bringing it further down. We're thinking maybe we're going to stick a 4x4 or something against that wall and then slide stuff in behind it. I don't know, we'll see. It's a little scabby on that side. Stuff falling down from here, up there. Because a little bit fell down here and then it jiggled stuff up there and it fell down here, so pretty dangerous. Alright. I'm going to pack up my stuff and head out. Hi everyone, so today is the 5th of December and we have, we're working on this, on our mine here. So far we have 95 loads out of the 2650 level that we've been working on. So we're continuing to work our way up to the 27 and we'll show you what we've done so far. So we just have this big hole here. We've been tramming the ore out. We've got 95 loads out here so far. So actually we've done a lot of backfilling up in the 2650 level. We've brought 95 loads out. We've probably about 50 loads of backfill up top. So we get about 4 or 5 ore car loads, and then we scoop it out with the hoe. Usually 2 or 3 scoops. So the other exciting thing that we found upstairs when we were tramming out today is a golf ball. So we threw that golf ball in when we first started, and it took 95 loads for it to come through there. So we're going to take it up there and we're going to put it back in the hole, and we'll see how much further we have to go, and we'll see when we see the golf ball again. So we'll take it and throw it up there. We're going to take you up to the 2700 level, and we'll show you how we're doing up there. Alright, so we're up at the top of Terror, and this is where we're working in this stope here. So we've had to build these here to keep rock from flowing down. So we're about 30 feet above the 2700 level here. So we got to keep working down to connect these up. And we're worried that all of a sudden this is going to let go and a whole bunch of ore is going to come from a stope way further up. So we're having to keep working on this and making sure nothing comes down. We also had that problem there, so we had to go up there and bolt that up there. But it's all secure now. Nothing is going to come down that way. And we're probably going to have to dig this down here while you're here today and bolt up some more boards and stuff, because as this keeps going down, we're concerned that all of a sudden, yeah, see, it's sloughing this out. Just today, this ladder, all this material on this ladder has disappeared. So it's starting to undermine this, and that's our concern. So also, this would be very dangerous if we were in here and there was a big landslide, because it would bring material from way further up, and we could bury us up pretty quick. So yeah, so we need to do some work here. All right, we'll show you what else we've done here. So it's a little bit hazardous being in here, because all of a sudden just let go. We would, oh wow. So we've built a couple of fences here to try to keep this stuff up, but they're sort of failed here. It's dropped way down. So we're gonna have to try to shore that up. So we don't know. We're close to having a disaster here, I think. It keeps going down, but we're sloughing this stuff down, which we don't want to have. If all of a sudden there was a big slide, I could run and get up this way and hopefully save myself. As we shovel from the bottom, we'd like to have all the material come out of here. So, this is an escape. I can go this way to get out. If all of a sudden we had a big landslide here, we would be able to get out by going this way. So what I want to do is keep pounding this lower. I don't know why that's lifted up, but it did. Keep getting lower and keep more stuff from falling down. So, the first thing we're going to do is take our trusty golf ball and we're going to throw it down in here. Yeah, maybe even throw it down a little further. And we'll see how many more carloads till we see it again. Hopefully it won't be too long. And we're going to try to drop all this down and shore it up. This is our latest patch job. So we worked to rebuild this fence from what it was, and say the stuff keeps going down all along this stope here. So we don't know where it's going to go, but we're gonna fix the top up in case that all comes sliding down. Because that'd be the worst thing if all of a sudden this filled right back up. Again, it's been a lot of work to clean this much out. So it's probably just going to sink down here again. It keeps going down. It's going okay. As long as we don't have a disaster and had a big slide coming all the way down here. And we're pretty cautious being down here because all of a sudden that dead slough is going to cause probably one of those big ore chutes to open up and a whole bunch of material come down. So we're very cautious while we're working down here. If all of a sudden anything starts to slide right away, we run off there and go to the escape. Probably we should have climbing harness and stuff because I won't be able to get out without a climbing harness. But you know, Sharon knows where I am. She'll come get me, and she can go up the #1 shaft and bring me a harness. So, but I should have one here. So we're going to go to the top there and we'll work on that. We'll see if we can secure that top ore chute in case this all lets go. We're working in here again. It's 6th of December. So yesterday we tossed the golf ball in from the bottom, and it took 100 loads for it to come down the last time. Not 100 wheelbarrow loads, 100 ore cart loads. So it takes about 6 or 7 wheelbarrow loads to make an ore cart. So we keep working away here, and yeah, we're stacking up some of the bigger rocks along here. We don't want to send them down the chute. So the other thing that we do here is, as we're having lunch and stuff here, we have our drink containers and all that kind of stuff. And nobody likes to leave garbage in the mine. But we don't want to sanitize the mine either. So what we do is we take all our garbage and we'll stick it in a bag. And as we're backfilling it, we'll bury it somewhere. So presumably in 100 years or 50 years or someone will be able to see this stuff and think, oh wow, that's really cool. Just like we really enjoy the artifacts that the miners before us left behind. So we see nails and stuff all the time. Here's some potter, some shards from some potter or something that we found. And so obviously we don't leave beer cans and stuff laying around to make it look untidy. But we want to hide stuff underneath the backfill and stuff for future generations, and because we get excited about seeing this stuff, and I'm sure they will too. So we're continuing to backfill this part here. Notice if you look back here, the walls are quite wet. So you see there's a limestone, there's a crack there, and the water is coming down with the calcite into the limestone. However, as we get back further in here, it seems quite dry. So I don't know. Being December now, sometimes further on the year, maybe this will be wet later, I don't know. But if it doesn't get wet in here, stays dry, we're thinking this might be a nice little place to have a lounge here. So we're going to backfill all this, maybe have a bench along here. We have power coming in here, so we could have a fridge in here for some beverages. And just a place to kind of hang out that's nice and dry here. There's not many places that are nice and dry, and it's very warm here, so it's room temperature here pretty much year round. I'm just in here in a t-shirt. It's very comfortable. So yeah, so we're going to keep working on this, make this all nice and level, and we won't store any rock on the sides here because we want to put some benches and stuff in here and make it nice and level. So this is what we're planning on doing. I don't know if it'll work or not. We're just going to have to keep an eye on this location and see if it starts to get wet. So today is the 12th of December, and we'll just show you around. So we got about 130 carloads trammed out, and so we're still working on this heading here. It's just, stuff keeps coming down. We'll show you what it looks like upstairs. Doesn't look much different here. The material just keeps coming down. There's a couple big rocks there. We're just going to leave them there, and we can just keep poking it. It keeps coming out, and we keep shoveling it out. We thought about actually making an ore chute here, but with the big rocks and all that, and then you can only fill a wheelbarrow up. I don't think it's worth the trouble. So we're able to get about 10 carloads out a day trammed out. So that actually is about a dump truck load of waste rock every day. Our military dump truck anyhow, it's not a very big truck, just a 5-ton truck. Okay, so we're not able to put any more waste rock back here. So we've filled up about 3 feet of this. So now we only have about 5 to 6 feet of left here. And we're just going to level this off, take these boards out of here. So we'll be able to walk back here and have a look at this section here. But we're not going to put any more waste rock in there. Now we got this LED light that we bought. It's only 50 watt, but it's got 5,000 lumens. So thought we would probably run them up here. So when we got tours and stuff, we can light up the top of the shaft so you can see it well from the bottom. Alright, so there's the lights up there. There's no easy way to light them shafts up really well, but it's the best we can do, I guess. You can see where the top of the manway is. That's the 2650 level we're working at. Looking straight up is the 2700 level. So this ladder is 50 feet all the way up to the top, maybe even a little more. We never measured it. So the reason we always wear a harness on here and ropes is because actually I fell off this ladder once. And luckily I wasn't hurt, and the only reason was that I was standing on the bottom rung when I fell.
Here comes the mule train heading out.
Hey everyone, so today is the 21st of December 2024, and yeah, the days are going to get longer. Of course, the days, the sun doesn't shine down here, every day is the same. The weather, temperature, everything's pretty steady. It's about 9 degrees Celsius in here. So we have, just keep piling waste rock in here, and we've got about 210 loads out of this ore pass so far, so we kind of starting to run out of rocks a little bit. The reason why we don't put them big rocks down the chute, it's hard to close the gate, and it's also very hard on the floor of the ore chute there, because the big crash there, so it cracked, one big rock cracked one of the timbers, so we just leave them up here. And we'll show you, it doesn't really look that much different here. So I just have my coffee here and relax here between loads. We usually do a shovel wheelbarrow with 3 loads and then have a quick little cup of coffee and then 3 and 3. So we end up getting about, I don't know, 10 loads an hour, wheelbarrow loads, I guess. So, yeah, doesn't look much different. So what we're really trying to do here is, well, there's two things going on here. There's one ore pass going up to the 2700 level. We're going to go up there and show you what it looks like from the top. And then when the stuff finally quits coming out, we can go straight and see the rest of this level. There's no idea what's there, but according to the maps, there's more tunneling going that way. All right, so we'll hop upstairs, go up Terror, and we'll show you what there is to see in the top level, the 2700 level. We're on the 2650 here. All right, we're heading up the stairs, up to the stope. In the background, you can see the Terror manway. At one time, this stope was completely filled. We had to build this manway so we can get up to that slide. At one time, you could walk down from there all the way down here. This is all part of 2,000 loads we took out. We're gonna climb up that manway to the top, and we'll show you the bottom side of the stope we're working on. There, looking down this way, this is where we just came from, looking up. So if you can imagine, this was all full at one time. We came up those stairs, and we shoveled this all out, 2,000 loads. All right, so now we're working on this side. And this too was full here. You could just walk right from this platform down there. But we backfilled a bunch of that and took a bunch of that material out of there. Okay, we'll head down that ladder and we'll show you what we've done here. Okay, this is our engineering here to hold this up. So there's a slide going way up to the top levels. And at one time, we poked out of there, let that go, and a whole bunch of material came down here and filled up this whole great big void. So this is now what we're having to shovel out. So we actually backfilled all this. Out of these 200 loads we took out, most of this stuff was stuff we backfilled. So, all right. So I'll just give you a shot looking down here. And we're looking all the way down to this hole where we're working at to get the stuff down to the 2650 level. We've got this ladder tied up. So our biggest fear is that all of a sudden this could let go and fill this back up again, and we would have spent 3 weeks of shoveling here for nothing. And that actually causes big problems because then all of a sudden we wouldn't be able to access stuff up top. So here you go, she's coming down pretty good here. Big landslide starting here. Little landslide's okay. So this is what they call the angle of repose. When you start digging at the bottom, it makes this too steep for the loose rock just to stay there, so it starts sliding down. So we have that pretty secure there because we don't want there's looser stuff in behind that. We don't want that to fall down and cause that great big huge slide to come loose. So far so good. We may not have to dig too much further down here, and all of a sudden we'll hit the 2700 level. That's what we're hoping. Yeah, see there's a little, looks like a rat hole down there, right? Material's going down there. There may be a void in there. I don't know if it's filling it up or not. All right, well, I guess that's all we can show you for now. So our next video will hopefully find us in some of these tunnels underneath here. Bye for now. Hi everyone, thanks for joining us this week. We have a show every week, so we'll see you next week. Check out our new merch page. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Music is by the Adits.